Cats are by nature really territorial, and they see you as part of their territory. They easily attach to humans, not only for the bond it creates, but also because of their survival instinct, depicting their owners as a giant protector. Let's be honest, we all have hectic and busy schedules trying to juggle work and personal life, so there are times that you will need to leave your cat alone. There is a good chance if you have just one indoor cat, it will get bored at some point, and a bored cat will unfortunately get lonely. Here are 12 signs of a lonely cat to watch out for. Number 1. Destructive behavior. Like dogs, cats can become destructive when they're bored. If you're at work all day, all week long, and you come home to ruined furniture, it stands a good chance that your cat is stuck for something to do. Cats are remarkably intelligent, and if there's no one to play with, they won't hesitate to find something to do to amuse themselves. The antique plate standing on your dresser probably looks fascinating when the sunlight catches it just right. Leaving a few toys out can help lessen the destructive tendencies, but if your cat is lonely, they might still attack your furniture. Number 2. Heavy grooming. Does your cat produce excessive hairballs or have visible bald spots? Excessive grooming that results in bald spots and vomiting can be related to stress. If you are gone for long hours during the day, loneliness is a likely stressor. Some cats will overgroom whenever they experience physical or mental stress. If your cat is prone to excess licking, it may be a sign they are in need of more attention. Similar to unwanted urination, it is important to have a vet determine if there are first any underlying illnesses or if it is associated with a behavioral issue. Number 3. Sudden clinginess. Cats who are not typically clingy might try to get as close to you as possible if they are feeling lonely. If you have a pet that is typically standoffish who suddenly wants to be your shadow, it could be an indicator that he or she is in need of extra attention. Lonely pets might also follow their owners from room to room just to get time together. Try to carve out more time for your pet to see if this eases the clinginess. If your pet starts to act more like himself, it might be time to think about adding another pet to your family so he doesn't spend so much time alone. Number 4. Excessive vocalization. Even if your feline is a chatterbox, excessive vocalization may be a demand for more attention, especially if they feel lonely or neglected. Think of a baby crying for their mother. Cats similarly cry for their owners when they are lonely or need something from them. In fact, cats in the wild rarely meow except to communicate to their mother or babies. Excessive vocalization may be likely to occur when you leave the house, when you return home after being away for hours, at meal times, or when you're trying to fall asleep. Cats cry or meow loudly when calling for a companion to have reassurance that they are not alone. Your cat may even call you from another room by meowing repeatedly if they cannot get to you. Number 5. Increased sleep. There is no reason to be alarmed if your cat dozes throughout the day. In the wild, cats nap frequently to rest up for hunting, and this behavior carries over indoors, despite the lack of need for survival-driven hunting. But just like for humans, boredom can spark the blues in cats, and that can lead to more naps. So if you notice your cat sleeping more than usual or reduce their level of engagement during playtime, it could be a sign of loneliness. Boredom can also cause your usually active kitty to become withdrawn or sluggish. Without you there, your home isn't very exciting to your cat. In addition, if cats experience stress or anxiety, while being alone it may prompt them to isolate themselves or ignore their owners, deepening a lack of engagement. Number 6. Litter box problems. Before you decide your cat is lonely based on litter box issues, hang on second. Peeing outside the litter box is a signal for so many different things in the feline world, ranging from health issues to behavioral problems or even both at the same time. If you've ruled out a medical issue, like kidney stones or a urinary tract infection, you can bet that the problem is most likely rooted in stress. Cats can become stressed out for all kinds of reasons, including loneliness and boredom. If stress is figured to be the cause of litter box issues, There are many factors about the household which need to be examined, including how things stand between you and your cat. Number 7, loss of appetite. Another way to tell if your cat is feeling lonely is that they won't come close to their food like usual. If you do find yourself leaving your cat alone and they are not eating, they could be lonely. Now, if you are unsure or you feel that your cat could potentially be ill, always take them to the vet because there could indeed be an underlying health problem that needs to be sorted out. Like with all animals and indeed with us humans, all cats are different and have different personalities. Only you know your cat the best. If you think that they are lonely because you are out of the house often and you notice any of the above signs, don't worry. There are ways to change their behavior and make them happy and stimulated. As mentioned, there are a few fantastic automated and interactive cat toys that will keep your cat amused while you are out of the house. Number 8, sudden aggression. When a cat gets lonely, it can lead to feelings of frustration and even depression, which could result in aggressive behavior. This can be as simple as swatting a human companion's hand or as dangerous as scratching a child trying to play with them. Some cats even start to nip at their companions out of frustration. If your kitty suddenly starts showing signs of aggression, it could be due to feeling lonely, whether chronically or just at the time. Number 9, hissing and spitting. The stereotypical signs of a mad cat hissing, spitting, arching the back, drawing the claws, aren't so much signs of anger as they are a cat's way of saying it's generally upset. Faced with these behaviors, you might not jump to the question, does my cat have lonely? But you should at least consider it. Number 10, ignoring loved ones. Unlike sleeping too much, avoiding people isn't necessarily a sign of cat lonely. But turning away from you or ignoring you can be, says cat behavior. When my cat didn't like the man I was dating, he'd sit in a corner and face the wall, refusing to even look at me, adding it was a clear sign he was lonely. Don't force interaction. A lonely cat will come around to new people when it's good and ready. Number 11, household destruction. Nobody wants to come home after a long day of work to a scratched-up couch, ruined shoes, or a chewed-up book. However, this is a risk when your cat is feeling lonely. There is no specific way that cats get destructive when they're frustrated due to loneliness. Some will tear up a piece of carpet in the corner of a closet, while others will shred curtains to pieces. Number 12, lethargy. Depression drains the energy of even the most energetic creature. For lonely cats, if they go from boundless energy one day to morose wandering where they refuse to so much as blink at their usual favorite games, there's a chance that they're upset about something. This isn't necessarily the fault of loneliness. Sometimes your cat might just feel miffed about something, especially if their canine sibling has stolen their favorite sunny spot.